Hello, Capricorn. Thank you so much for watching your September 2020 love and relationship reading. Please remember this channel is brand new, so it needs all the support it can get. Please remember to like, to comment, and subscribe, as well as check me out on Instagram at claire.voyant.queen and Twitter at _Claire_voyant. Please remember these messages are general, so they may or may not resonate. Please also remember that energy is vice versa, right? So this could be about you, this could be about your partner, but thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait to get started. Hi, Capricorn. Thank you so much for coming to your September 2020 love and relationship reading. Let's get started. Okay. Tell me about Capricorn. Tell me about Capricorn. Tell me about Capricorn. Capricorn for September of 2020. Tell me about Capricorn for September of 2020. Tell me about Capricorn. Capricorn for September of 2020. Tell me about Capricorn for September of 2020. Okay. Tell me about Capricorn for September of 2020. Ooh. Tell me about Capricorn. Oh. Tell me about Capricorn for September of 2020. Okay. Oh, we've had this card before. Another card had this. Oh, sorry, another zodiac had this, but I do not remember which one. It might have been, I think a fire sign had this, but it says, keep it simple. Old souls use words very sparingly, except, of course, for I, love, thank you, wow, now, and cool. Wow, I love you now, the universe, which sounds much better than, wow, now I love you. Sequence is important. I don't know, I'm having, something just came to me that someone had a change of thought. There's a change of thought, or there's a change of perspective. But let's pull some spirit animal cards and we'll kind of delve into it more. Tell me about Capricorn. Tell me about Capricorn for September of 2020. Tell me about Capricorn for September of 2020. Tell me about Capricorn for September of 2020. Ooh. I feel like this card really wants to come out, so I'm going to pull it. The cheetah. Tell me about Capricorn for September of 2020. Tell me about Capricorn for September of 2020. Okay, this is feeling very nice. Tell me about Capricorn. Oh, wow. Unicorn wants to come out too. You got a lot of cards coming out. Let's do a little bit more shuffle. Perfect. Okay, Capricorn, you are the Nightingale. Someone else had this card as well. Who was it? Let me refer to my notes really quick because this is going to be interesting. Let's see. Cancer. Cancer had the Nightingale. So you might have a Cancer placement, or your partner might have a Cancer placement. But this came out in that exact same position for Cancer, and this card has also come out. It might have been in a fire sign. Very interesting. Let's keep going. Let's see. And your partner is the Starfish. In your emotional connection, the Stingray. In your physical connection, the Swan. We also had a Swan in a physical connection. These cards are being wild. These cards have been wild lately. So here's what we're going to do. We are actually going to read all the descriptions from the book. I feel like you're going to gain a lot more information. And then we're going to kind of, mold it all together. We're going to see what they're actually trying to tell us here. So let's start off with the Nightingale. Let's see here. Dragonfly. Nightingale. Here we go. Nightingale. Fearless voice, speech, communication, or song. The song of the nightingale is otherworldly. The simple brown bird is almost unnoticeable among the flashy plumages of other birds, transports its listener to the realm of poetry. Nightingale energy is with us when we write, when we compose, and especially when we sing. It reminds us that music heals the deepest wounds. This card indicates a need to open the bridge between the heart and the voice. Is there something that you need to say? How long has it been since you sang? Turn it up, write it down, and let it out. So there's definitely something going on with your throat chakra, right? Your throat chakra glows blue. It's all about communication, all about the voice, all about truth, all about honesty. And so there's something here involving like saying what's on your mind. On the flip side of the coin, though, what's odd is that when I was reading this, I just kept thinking about the starfish, and I kept thinking starfish, starfish, starfish. And one thing that really stuck out to me here was this simple brown bird is almost unnoticeable among the flashy plumages of other birds. It transports its listener to the realm of poetry. I'm getting the impression that you fade into a crowd. Capricorn, do you fade into a crowd? There's something about you that stands out, but looking at you, I feel like you're fading into a crowd. Is like something that I'm just kind of picking up on. Let's look at the starfish. Let's see here. Okay, frog, oysterfish. Starfish. Okay, here we go. Beautiful, alluring, superficial, or shallow. The starfish is a natural and exquisite beauty, mesmerizing to all. Being around someone with starfish energy is a thrill, like you've just put them under a spell of divinity itself. The problem is these creatures have been reliant on how they look and what other people think of them for so long that they may have forgotten their deeper callings. When this card appears, it's important to ask, am I being swayed by outward appearances? What dreams have I put aside to please others? Yeah, I have a feeling whatever this connection is, Capricorn, it has something to do with appearances. Honestly, I'm kind of getting that one person in this connection is incredibly attractive. The other person may not be as attractive. There's something to do with physical appearance here, which is kind of odd. And I feel like it's someone's like need to also communicate a truth, or maybe like acknowledge it or call it out. Let's read about the stingray, and that'll be in your emotional connection. Also, look at one thing I'm just noticing. Look at all of the water here, right? We have one card of air, and then we have 3 cards of water, right? So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Cancer, or a Pisces. Again, this came out in Cancer's placement, right? So Cancer is probably heavy, 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 heavy. But let's read about the stingray. Perfect. The stingray, developing confidence, sense of self, or spine. The stingray card represents a pivotal point in personal growth. The moment has come when the stingray must decide between the old, easy, comfortable, and familiar, and the new, challenging, uncomfortable, unfamiliar. Pressure from family and friends makes the decision even more complicated no matter what choice is made now. And no matter what choice is made now, it's inevitable that this dilemma will surface again and again as the force of Dharma growing within the stingray is too strong to ignore. Okay, now I'm kind of figuring out what's going on here. Capricorn, it feels like you might have self-confidence issues. It feels like, I don't know, again, this is not for everyone, This is for some of you. It feels like you might have confidence issues, maybe surrounding your body or body image, or finding yourself, maybe not finding yourself as attractive as you'd like to find yourself. There's something about kind of speaking your truth, speaking your honesty, speaking out, right? Developing confidence, developing a backbone, right? It has a lot to do with like your inner self-confidence and finding yourself beautiful. But I also think there's something maybe to do with body image issues. Like it seems like very physical. It feels like very like tangible. And I feel like you're finding someone incredibly attractive. And so you're kind of having trouble coming forward and expressing it, is how it feels. Interesting. Yeah, and what's kind of funny too is I'm getting the impression of the swan, and how it's mirrored here. And I feel like almost like the swan and how it's mirrored is very similar to how you might perceive yourself in a mirror, right? I feel like someone has body image issues, which is really interesting. I don't know why that's coming across very strongly, but someone, yeah. Okay, let's keep going. Let's read about the swan. This is a cool reading. Swan, effortless, creativity, sensitive mystic, elegant power. The swan represents heightened creativity. In Hindu mythology, the goddess, forgive me, Saraswati, the embodiment of language, creativity, and artistry, rides on the back of this graceful creature. The swan is ready to take us there, to the fluid realm of writing, creating, and reflecting. This potent and healing energy is not to be taken for granted or taken lightly. When the swan card appears, your soul is calling for attention, for solo time. An inner voice is waiting to be heard, an inner vision likely to be received. Yeah, this is all about speaking. It's all about speaking. It's all about speaking your truth, speaking your honesty. Because when we speak our truth and speak our honesty, then our self-confidence, then our self-esteem, then our ego will essentially like be increased, right? And we'll see ourselves in a more positive, beautiful light. I have a feeling that you really need to speak up, is how it feels. I feel like you find someone incredibly attractive and you do not find yourself as attractive, and you need to speak your truth. And by speaking your truth, you're really going to bring all these things into balance, is how it feels. And then kind of, I want to revisit this card. Keep it simple. Old souls use words very sparingly, except, of course, for I, love, thank you, now, wow, and cool. Wow, I love you now, which sounds much better than wow, now I love you. Sequence is important. Yeah, I have a feeling they're really trying to highlight on like old souls use words. I think they're really trying to highlight on you using your words, right? I feel like you're not using your words as much as you should be. Yes. Interesting. Let's read these two cards that wanted to pop up earlier, because this is kind of interesting. We have the cheetah. Let's see, cheetah. Solar force, action, achievement, and masculine energy. The cheetah is the epitome of the solar forces at work. The sun doesn't shine onto the cheetah. It shines from within, inside this. I'm going to repeat this. The sun doesn't shine onto the cheetah. It shines from inside this great creature and expands outward to brighten the universe. The energy within the cheetah personality is palpable to others, and they naturally attract an audience to bear witness to their remarkable achievements. Purpose and passion are the best fuel for a cheetah's forward momentum. So if you're lacking in those areas, reconnect to why before you start running. Yeah, I have a feeling that this cheetah is very reminiscent of your partner, right? It feels like there's someone in this connection. It feels like it's a new connection. It feels like you don't know this person, or you might know this person, but you're kind of watching them from afar or something of that nature. It feels like you just find them incredibly, incredibly attractive. And it feels like almost like they're radiating energy, right? look at how like the background of this cheetah card, you know, we're looking at really warm colors, right? We're looking at solar colors. And like even the background of the cheetah kind of reminds me of like the physical description of the starfish, right? It feels like it's radiating from a point. There's something about a person like radiating from a point and like being very passionate and being energetic. And I feel like you're viewing this. I feel like you're viewing this in someone else, right? And I feel like by viewing it in someone else, if you speak up on it, you're going to start experiencing it in yourself, right? Like people look at this nightingale and they think, what a little brown bird, right? But look at how powerful the artist intended this illustration to be, right? Look at the light like streaming, right? Like out of its mouth, right? It's very powerful. It's very powerful energy. And I feel like this almost has a lot to do with like finding your power. It feels a lot like it's like finding your power, finding your self-confidence, finding your voice. There's like, I think it's really trying to like wake you up to something. I think there's a lot of power inside you, but you just need to find it. Let's read the unicorn. Let's see. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Sorry, this takes a minute, but I think it's more beneficial for you. The unicorn. Again, just so you know, the unicorn is a spirit card, right? So we have water on the board, we have fire on the board, we have air on the board, and we have earth cards in this deck, right? But this card is a spirit card, meaning that there's only one of 7 of these in the whole deck. And essentially, they each represent a chakra. The unicorn represents our third eye, right? It represents kind of like our psychic abilities, our intuition, what we know and what we don't know, and what we perceive to know, right? The whole past, present, future thing. Very much reminiscent of the unicorn. So let's kind of read about this. Reconnecting to higher wisdom or divinity. It's difficult to see, hear, or think of a unicorn without immediately questioning if it's real. Did they ever exist? Perhaps long, long ago. The mind answers maybe, or it could be, or no way. This very contemplation explains our relationship with divinity and encapsulates our wavering belief in the unicorn. We wonder what divinity is. We wonder where our intuition comes from, and if we can really trust it. We think about the higher power and our mind hesitates between yes, no, and maybe. Is it male or female? Does it have a name? Is it just a feeling? The unicorn card appears and wakes us up to curiosity about the higher self and the divine. It is a card of questioning, exploring, and contemplating the inexplicable. The mind's eye knows there's something beyond our day-to-day lives, a deeper dimension to our experiences. The mind's eye reaches and reaches and reaches out to grasp something more. You are the unicorn, and you've begun your quest for the answers. I have a feeling this doesn't feel like as like magical as psychic to me. It feels like, you know, it does feel like you are the unicorn and you've begun your quest for the answers, but I think it's more so like you are the unicorn and you've begun your quest for the answers for yourself, right? Yeah, I'm really getting the impression that this reading it's about a connection, right? It's about a connection. It's about someone who is incredibly beautiful, incredibly physically attractive. They might have a lot of like, they might be really like mentally attractive too, or like they might be really positive and just kind of a joy to be around and someone you're really attracted to. But I feel like it's more so that that person is almost triggering something inside of you. It feels like this person is triggering you to really develop your own backbone, your own self-confidence, your own voice, right? Your own artistry, right? Your own like solar forces, right? I feel like it's really, someone's really like pushing you to be the best version of yourself is how it feels. This reading feels so much more about you than it feels about like you and someone else. Let's pull some traditional tarot cards and we'll kind of clarify this. Let's see. Tell me about Capricorn. Tell me about Capricorn. Tell me about Capricorn for September. Ooh, Jesus. I had all of these cards just fall out just now. Give me a second. Wow, okay. So the star came out. I'm just going to put that upright. That's how it fell. That's how it landed. Okay. Yeah, the star came out. So clearly that's something that needs to be said here, needs to be explored. Let's keep shuffling. Tell me about Capricorn for September of 2020. 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 Capricorn, September 2020. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm not going to take it. Tell me about Capricorn. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. Tell me about Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. The cards that originally came out were the Star, very Aquarius energy, Aquarian energy, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. But we will put these to the side while we pull the rest, and then we'll kind of go over them as a whole. Let's see. In your current situation, we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. In your partner's current situation, we have the Seven of Rods in reverse. In your past connection, we have the Empress in reverse. In your current connection, we have the Two of Rods in reverse. And in your future connection, we have Temperance in reverse. Okay, wow, guys, we pulled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. We pulled 7 cards, and 6 of them are reversed. It's not common. That is not common. Okay, so we have the Star here, right, which is very Aquarian energy. We have the Empress, which is very much like Libra, which is very much Taurus energy. And we have Temperance here, which is very much Sagittarius energy. So we got a little bit of everything, but you might have those placements in your chart. Your partner might have those placements in their chart. But that's just something, again, to take note of. Okay. So the Four of Pentacles, right? Four of Pentacles in reverse. The Four of Pentacles upright is someone who essentially is greedy, right? They're hoarding stability. They're hoarding security. They're hoarding like finances and like material possessions. And when we reverse it, gravity lets those pentacles fall. And it's all about like giving, right? So I think this could be an energy of you essentially, you might be giving too much, but I'm getting the impression that it's more so the universe wanting to like push you in a direction of like, we want you to give more, we want you to express more, is how it feels, right? It feels like there's a need to express, right? To give to others, right? Yeah, that's interesting. In your partner here, we have the Seven of Rods in reverse, right? Seven of Rods really talks about defensive energy, right? It's talking about like a stalemate. It's talking about someone who's on the defensive, someone who's blocking, someone who's obstructing, right? And when it's in reverse, we're kind of letting those defenses fall and we're allowing others to approach us, right? It feels like this is also your energy. I'm getting the impression that essentially you're on the defensive or something like that. I feel like whoever this person is, Like, honestly, this person feels more so less like a romantic partner, and it feels more like a role model, or like someone you're trying to be more like, is how it feels. Feels like this person like really inspires you in some way. And it feels like, you know, by letting their defenses down, you're kind of letting your defenses down, right? There's kind of this energy of like you modeling yourself after this individual. This is really wild. Okay, in your past connection here, we have the Empress in reverse, right? Which talks about the Divine Mother, which talks essentially about compassionate, caring energy, nourishment, fertility, essentially like it's the card of like allowing the crops to grow and harvest the crops, right? It's very much a card of like Mother Earth, right? And it feels like because it's in reverse, it's kind of suggesting to me that like whatever we were producing, whatever we were planting the seeds for and manifesting, it really didn't develop. It really didn't grow. It feels like there was just a lack of growth, right? It feels like things kind of did not pan out the way we wanted them to, right? So it feels like in your past connection, it feels like, yeah, I'm just feeling a lot of self-confidence and a lot of self-doubt in this connection. It feels like there's a lot of self-doubt because things just didn't happen the way they needed to happen. You know what I mean? Things didn't come to fruition, right? In your present moment, we have the Two of Rods here, right? Two of Rods talks about like an exploratory energy, right? He's got the whole world in his hands, and he has options here. He has options. He can take option A, he can take option B, he can go explore, right? He can make a decision. It's a very like adventurous card. It's like a very wondrous card, right? And it's in reverse, and I feel like he can't make up his mind. He can't make up it's like him attempting to make a choice. It's like him attempting to make a choice, but he can't come to a decision. He can't come to a final decision based on some sort of choice he needs to make, right? And then in your future outcome, we have Temperance in reverse, which is all about something that needs to be tempered, right? Something that needs to be brought into balance, right? Something that needs something that needs time, something that needs patience, right? So there's this energy of like, I feel like you're really stuck. I feel like you're really stuck is what it feels like. Capricorn, it feels like you're stuck. You're stuck in the mud. And then up here too, you know, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, right? Which is very non-committal, which really like seeks security, which seeks stability, right? Which is very you, right? Giving, which seeks security and seeks stability. But essentially, like the Knight of Pentacles is also the slowest moving knight in the deck, right? And he's in reverse and he's stuck. He's stuck in the mud. It's always my card of being stuck in the mud, right? You can't move. You can't progress. You can't go forward. Do not pass go, right? So I have a feeling, Capricorn, I have a feeling you're stuck. You're stuck in the mud is what it feels like. And it feels like you're stuck in the mud because things have not panned out the way that you've wanted them to pan out, right? It feels like you probably planted a lot of seeds. You were probably manifesting a lot of things. And it feels like they just didn't grow, right? They didn't blossom, right? They didn't bloom. And now you're kind of at a crossroad in terms of like what you want to do and what you want to accomplish, right? And I feel like a lot of these problems, it's created a lot of self-doubt and a lot of self-confidence issues. But I feel like this person here is like a key. I feel like this person is a key or some sort of trigger, right? And sorry, Capricorn, my camera died. But this person right here, they feel wildly beautiful, wildly successful, and they feel like they're a trigger to you, right? I feel like you're looking to them. You're looking to them for guidance. You're looking to them for support. You're looking to almost model your life after theirs is what it feels like. It feels like that is the wish fulfillment, right? That is the ultimate goal. That is the ultimate like fantasy, right? That is what we want. That is what we're shooting for. I said shooting for, and I immediately thought of Sagittarius. So you might be dealing with a Sagittarius, especially seeing as Temperance is out here as well. It feels like that's your goal, and that's what you're trying to manifest, is whatever this person has, you want. But in order to get there, you really need to express yourself more. You really need to build that backbone, build that self-confidence, build that self-esteem, that ego, that voice, right? You need to express yourself. Like, it takes time to get where this person is, right? But you can do it. It's possible. It's successful, right? I feel like you're stuck. I feel like you're really stuck right now, but there is a way out, right? There is a way out. But it's like I'm not liking what I see, but at the same time, I think that you have the potential to make the outcome really successful. I think the outcome can be really successful for you, but you have to put your mind to it, and you have to be willing to be more expressive about who you are and what you want. But Capricorn, thank you so much for checking out your September 2020 love and relationship reading, and I will see you next month. Thanks.